Have you ever studied for hours, walked into the exam hall, looked at the paper, and suddenly your brain goes blank? Not because you did not study for it, but because your brain stopped working. If this ever happened to you, trust me, you're not alone. And today, as a psychologist, I will explain you why exam anxiety happens and how to control it. Imagine this: a student studies for weeks, late nights, revision on revision, notes everywhere. But the moment the exam paper arrives, heart starts racing, hands start shaking, and thoughts completely disappear. And the same sentence keeps repeating in your mind. What if I fail? What if I forget everything? How will people treat me? At that moment, exam stops being about knowledge and it becomes about fear. Here's something many students and parents do not realize. Exam anxiety is not about the exam. For many students, exam represents self-worth, intelligence, parents' approval, future success, and social comparison. So when you sit in an exam hall, your brain doesn't think, let's solve these questions, but instead it thinks my future is under threat. When the brain detects threat, it activates a structure called amygdala, and amygdala's job is survival. It prepares the body for flight or flight. Your heart beats faster, your breath becomes shallow, and your body becomes tense. But here's the problem: when amygdala activates strongly, it temporarily shuts down the prefrontal cortex. And the prefrontal cortex is responsible for memory, recall, logical thinking, problem solving, and concentration. So, the more anxious you become, it will be harder for you to remember what you studied. That's why students often say, I studied everything yesterday, and today during the exam, I went completely blank. That's not laziness, that's neuroscience. But exam anxiety is not only biological, it's also socially constructed. In childhood, students hear your future depends on these exams, top rank or nothing at all. If you fail, your life will be finished. Slowly, exam stops becoming the test of knowledge from test of identity. And when identity is threatened, anxiety becomes intense. Psychologically, exam anxiety shows up in different ways. Some of the common signs include overthinking, difficulty in sleeping, panic before examination, and some of the physical symptoms like throwing up before the examination, stomach ache, headache, unable to get up from the bed, and making reasons for attending the examinations. Some of the other symptoms also include negative self-talk and forgetting study material. And sometimes students also avoid studying because anxiety is too overwhelming for them. Here's something really important. The goal is not to remove anxiety completely because some amount of anxiety improves performances. There's something called as Erkes-Dodson law. It means a little stress increases focus and alertness, but too much stress reduces performance. The key is not eliminating anxiety, but the key is to regulate it. Let me share you three simple psychological strategies that can help you reduce exam anxiety. Number one, normalize fear. Your brain thinks exam is a life threatening situation. Remind yourself this is just an assessment and not a judgment of your entire life. Changing the interpretation reduces the threat response. Number two, stimulate the exam pressure. Practice writing answers under timed conditions. The brain becomes less anxious about the situations it has already experienced. Familiarity reduces fear. Number three, separate identity from preparation. Your exam result measures preparation. It does not measure your intelligence, potential, or self worth. Some of the most successful people have failed in their exams because success depends on skill and skills are beyond marks. If you're feeling exam anxiety right now, just remember your brain is simply trying to protect you from the perceived failure. But failure in exam is not failure in life. Exams are only one moment in a very long journey. And the students who succeed the most are not the ones who never felt anxious. They are the ones who learn to perform even when anxiety is present. If you have ever experienced exam anxiety, comment below. with I have been there. For more such psychological videos, please do subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.